Alright, hello and welcome to the 28th episode of the Lunchtime Podcast. So yeah, we're back after a 3-week layoff.
Yeah, we did like a break.
Yeah, tiny bit of a break, and yeah, we're back in the 28th episode. So yeah, you see, we're a tiny bit rusty now, I think, after a layoff.
Yeah.
I've been awake for a pretty long time right now, so my energy is not the highest. Brain's not working perfectly either. So yeah, where should we go first?
It's well, I've got topics, but
Yeah,
it's funny to me right now.
I didn't prep anything.
Yeah.
I didn't prep anything, but I wrote down something. I think either today in the morning or yesterday in the evening. I think this is maybe not the best topic to start on, but fuck it, let's go there. I was thinking like, what is how do I say it? When is the right time to punch someone? Like maybe not the right time, I mean the right, not occasion. The right situation.
In like morally speaking.
Yeah,
Or you're talking about like techniques and environment. You know, I gotta stand over here or wait for him to come.
No, morally, what if somebody tells like what you looking at? Like is that something that you should punch someone over or not? Like probably not.
Probably not.
So I was thinking about that.
I'd say it's definitely possible to avoid situations where somebody just fucking says something to you,
Yeah.
you know?
Just tries to fuck with you a tiny bit.
Yeah, well, depending how nasty he is, I'd say, you know, but usually they're not extremely nasty.
Yeah.
Well, they say something, of course, and that makes you slightly annoyed, you know, but I'd say you should probably just fucking walk off.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, depending on the situation, maybe if they're like in front of you and you know they say some they talk shit to you and you like for example you must go through them.
Yeah.
I'd say you better prepare yourself to fucking throw a punch because you should not fucking turn around. Like
Don't turn your back to someone who's talking shit to you.
Yeah, and not just because you know that he could attack you, but just like you know we're men. We have you know
Testosterone sometimes like presses the brain too much.
I mean, you know you gotta stand up for yourself because if like for example imagine a situation where there's like a dude in front of you, he talks shit about you and you decide to like walk backwards, you know, because there's no way around him or something, you know, like this specific situation, dude, you must at least you must go through it, maybe nothing will happen, but don't fucking turn around because that shit it will
mark you like as a weak link.
Yeah, but not necessarily to like other people, to yourself as well. Like in your subconscious, there's somewhere though there will be, you know, this specific scenario stacked up, and maybe you know, throughout life there's a couple more of those, and you know.
Yeah, but like
you're gonna know deep down that you're fucking scared, you know, that you're fucking like you can't stand up for yourself, and it can fuck up with your, you know, with you.
Yeah, kind of. But like on the other hand, you can just think to yourself like I'm a bigger man, like you know, just fuck that guy. Like why the?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, like just why should I say something back? Like I know
you're
I can...
big as fuck. I'm not big, so I'm not gonna say I'm bigger than. You know what I mean? Like, you know. It's different for you. I mean, I'm saying this as a joke, of course. It doesn't necessarily have to do with the bigness of you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I imagine like you can just like go away, and even if the guy talks even more shit, like and just like I can I for sure I know I can beat the fuck out of him. Like I have nothing to prove to him. I have nothing to prove to anyone else, and you just go off.
Yeah, this is actually the best case scenario, but you know, well, when you ask the question, that question sort of went through my lens, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel that I need something to prove to myself, in a way, you know? Not necessarily to prove, but, well, I don't know, I've had this thought that I don't know how I would react. So this is sort of like a question mark thingy, you know? So
we can do a video that's gonna be like I have no problem, like that can be on your channel, like you're just gonna be like, we're gonna just go to some sketchy place and you're just gonna be walking, I'm gonna be walking behind you, like maybe like 20-30 meters with a camera.
dude.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like looking for action, looking for trouble, like just waiting until someone says some shit. And I'm just gonna, like this camera that we're filming right now, like this has like, I think like 54 times zoom, like I could be standing far away.
In that tree somewhere.
Yeah, just zoom in. So you could be like, you know, like you can test yourselves out against
but this
fucking gopniks or whatever they're called in English.
yeah, Eastern fucking European
Yeah,
gopniks.
yeah.
But you know, this would be more of a neurotic kind of a way, you know, like going out there looking for problems. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like
Not looking for problems, just waiting until someone says something.
I don't need to prove something to myself to that extent. There's something in me. There's like a question mark of how I would react, you know. But I'm definitely wouldn't go out there looking for problems, you know. Like I believe someday shit will happen. I think it will, dude. I'm only 20 years old, so
Okay,
there's plenty of time for shit to happening naturally, and
that's a good way to look at it. What do you think about my reaction when the guy said like, what you're looking at and I tried to knock him out? Is that an appropriate reaction to somebody saying what you're looking at? Because I guess not.
I'd say during that period of time, you had anger built up in you for sure, because it's not like you just reacted like that, you know, like calmly. It's sort of like you exploded. It felt like you have exploded.
I did
in a way
not explode. Like I just walked towards him and I tried to punch him, and then everything.
But
like
the punch was, you know, almost like you could have done like a Superman punch, because you threw it from like a distance, and
Yeah.
you know, like.
Well, that was my mistake, I think, that I threw it from far away, so he had enough time to like duck.
Yeah,
duck away.
but actually it's good, because that would have caused problems.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was like a camera on the other side of the street that would have like definitely saw it.
Yeah, unless maybe he wouldn't have like really extreme damage, and then maybe he wouldn't call for fucking police or something. Then maybe you would have been fine. But
Maybe.
I don't know.
No, who knows?
But yeah, you know, yeah, it depends. It depends. Yeah, like, you know, it depends. Like, for example, if you truly are confident in yourself and you don't need anything to prove, then the way you said it, it's probably the best way to go about it. You know, the bigger man kind of a thing you've talked about. But you know, if there's something in you that, if you don't have that, I think if the situation occurs naturally, and you know, I'd say it's even good to sort of like test yourself.
Yeah, well, again, depends on what way you look at it, because like testing yourself might end you up in a prison.
Yeah,
because you know, like,
but yeah.
when you fight, there's like, you need to think about one thing, that there's a lot of like sharp corners around. Usually in the fighting environment, there's usually concrete, asphalt, fucking, what are these called, like pavements and shit where you can like bang your head.
Yeah, I've talked with you about this. You know, I would like, you know, a fight starts, and I would like lure him onto
the grass,
yeah. And then, you know, he thinks I'm scared, you know, I'm running, and then, you know.
No, that's a fucking tactical move, bitch.
and suddenly you're like, you stop and fucking go towards him.
Yeah, that's 500 IQ move.
Yeah.
But
it is actually.
Yeah, and you're kind of doing that for his safety, or for your own too.
Yeah. But a lot of people die like that in street fights, when they bang their head in the back of their head.
Yeah,
and
that's not a really common thing.
Actually, street fights are fucking dangerous, because there's stories of like, I remember.
Oh yeah, there's somebody's friend can jump in. Somebody might pull something out, a shank, a knife up.
Yeah, that as well. But I was thinking about I remember listening of a dude who punched, like literally threw one punch, and he's not like a boxer. He's not like even like athletic.
Yeah.
He punched once, and he didn't even knock the dude out, I think. And what happened later on, the dude who got punched died. somehow something happened. I don't know, maybe like I don't remember exactly, but it could have been an internal bleeding.
Yeah.
And he died, and I think he went to prison. Like one punch did, and he didn't even knock the dude out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't need to be strong to like do some shit. Like, look, you need like a decent amount of force to, and you need to like just not hit hard, but know where you're hitting. Like the jaw, the temple, like like if you clip someone on the jaw, you don't need to hit hard to knock someone out. Especially if the person's not like a boxer, like someone like that trains their neck muscles. Because like to knock out a regular Joe, like it's quite easy.
Yeah, and especially usually regular Joes don't. They're usually drunk and they don't even like stand properly, like firmly.
Yeah.
So you might not knock them out unconscious, but they're just you're gonna definitely knock them out of balance.
Yeah.
It's definitely easier to knock a regular Joe out.
You know what I've started thinking about? That like, if you wanna like seriously like put some fear into someone, I think you need to start biting. I think like if somebody fucks with you, you need to take him down and like take a fucking good chunk out of his arm.
I don't know.
Like no, like seriously.
Yeah.
Do you imagine like no one's gonna fuck with you because of that?
Yeah.
Like did you know that dude? Like he took a bite out of this dude's arm. Like show him the scar. Like you would be known as the guy who bites.
Yeah.
And if you bite somebody, there's no fucking karate that you can that can defend you. Nothing. If somebody bites you, you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, well, unless the karate guy maintains distance and doesn't let himself be put to the ground, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Just fucking biting.
Yeah, it would be fucking scary for sure. Like imagine being taken to the ground and the dude instead of punching you, fucking starts biting you.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
It would seriously fuck with me, dude. I'd say.
That's like that, dude. Like we live in a pretty small town. You would become famous if you bit somebody. You're fucking overnight not overnight success. Overnight fame would come to you.
Well, it depends on where you would do it. I imagine if you would do it. What's the name? What's the name that people go to like dance?
Like at a club?
Yeah, here.
Oh, you mean the place? How it's called?
Yeah.
Fuck.
If you oh my god, if
Dude,
you
no
would
idea.
hold that shit in that environment, then you would become famous for sure instantly. But if you would start biting on fucking like an older alcoholic type dude, maybe nobody will know.
Yeah.
Unless,
But I wonder like okay, I'm gonna change the topic a tiny bit, but not too far off. Like a new season of Fear the Walking Dead is out, and I'm a big fan of like zombie TV shows. And when zombies like get someone, like they tear up humans so easily. Like they just bite and immediately like start pulling off like giant chunks.
almost like the human is rotten,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I wonder like in a real situation, if you bite someone, like can you actually take a chunk out? Like I mean like a good chunk, like muscle.
I think you probably can, but because your teeth and your jaw is they're extremely powerful.
Yeah.
But the zombie shows, it's for the visual.
Yeah.
It's for the visual, like how they sort of like tear, almost like not lasagna, but like an onion. Like, they tear pieces of you. I think it's
entertainment only.
Yeah. It's for entertainment purposes or like graphic.
Because like I imagine like like zombies are rotten, so sometimes I imagine like some of them couldn't even bite you. They would like kind of like suck on your arm because like they would they're zombies, like their teeth should be falling out.
Yeah, like the zombie would try to bite you and his fucking jaw fucking just falls out.
Yeah, like it would feel like like a 70-year-old woman giving you a blowjob, like no teeth, no nothing, like just
Dude, what do you think? Are there actually people who would like that kind of a blowjob?
From a 70-year-old
Yeah.
woman? Oh,
No,
fuck
with
yeah.
no teeth.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I would
there's
have loved
like,
that shit.
there's an awesome cartoon that probably, I'm just guessing that it got cancelled because I found only 3 seasons of it. It's called Brickleberry. And there,
Oh, I know that one.
yeah, and there was actually like one of the main characters, the black dude. Like he was like into like old women, like really old. Like you know, like he
Like
would,
really old,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like-
wrinkly and old.
yeah, like he would be having sex with an old woman, and she would have like the oxygen tank next to her, like with the, like you know the thingy coming to her nose,
Yeah.
and shit like that. So yeah, of course there is. They're like,
But that's like an extreme fetish almost, like, I'd say.
I wouldn't say so.
You wouldn't say so?
Yeah, I don't think it's extreme. I think it's like,
God damn.
I think it's like,
You're an extreme dude.
I think it's like a choice. Like you know, do you
just like a choice.
like do you like blonde? Do you like brunette? Do you like taller? Do you like shorter? Some like wrinkly. Some
Maybe, yeah.
some like gray haired and wrinkly old woman.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Sit down. Chill out.
What do you think? What, like, can dogs, like, what did they understand? Like, for example, this dog, you just heard another dog barking outside, and immediately, you know, we got up. Like,
I have no
Like
idea,
me-
but one thing that I know for sure is that the camera is picking up every single step of us
oh,
when he is
yeah.
walking on the ground. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's like an alarm almost.
Yeah.
It's almost like hey, like that. It's just like what? What's happening? Like just like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's it.
Dick. Stop walking. You need to just chill the fuck out. Dick. Whoops. All good. Just a tiny bit of back scraped against the table. But yeah, honestly, like, if you would have as much free time as I do, you would see some weird fetishes, like for sure.
I have free time, dude. I have.
Well, you don't spend your free time the right way, looking through fetishes.
Well, honestly, I've watched some I wouldn't say crazy shit, but slightly disturbing shit on Pornhub for sure. I've had my days. Okay?
There's like
I've had my days.
there's no honestly like quite light shit on Pornhub. Like if you want to find something fucked up, you need to go to different sites.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're not seeing the fucked up shit on Pornhub.
Wow.
If you want to see, dude.
Like,
Do you know what face fucking is?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, but like extreme face fucking where there's like vomit and shit.
I haven't seen vomit.
Yeah.
I've seen, you know, lots
Yeah,
of
you've seen
I've,
the
I've
light
seen lots
shit.
of liquids,
Saliva.
like saliva, crying, fucking makeup running down the cheeks, you know.
Yeah, that's the light
A
stuff.
lot of gagging, but
You probably haven't seen a full mental breakdown
I have
where,
not.
where like a chick curls up into a ball and starts crying. Like you probably haven't seen any of that shit.
I
Yeah.
have not.
Well, you're seeing the light stuff. I think I'm like fucking
Not sure if I want to see
desensitized.
that shit.
No, you don't. You honestly don't.
Well, I've seen something similar actually. Yeah, I think there was face fucking in that video. Well, basically, it was just. It almost feels like she was drugged or something. Like I don't know, like like you just see that she does not want this shit, but she's there for some reason, you
But she's
know?
not resisting.
Yeah, but her facial expressions, they're not the most pretty, you know, she she looks like she's just, like there's just a void in her, you know, and and somehow she ended up there, and you know she's getting brutally fucked.
Have you ever seen a chick like snort coke off a dude's dick?
No.
Yeah. It's
Dude! On a different website?
Yeah, no, you're not gonna find like cocaine on Pornhub, I think.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah, if you want to see like people snorting coke, like you need to go to different sites. But yeah,
But yeah, what I was trying to say is that yeah, you can just see here, like basically the emotional vibe of the video is like, dude, like maybe she doesn't even like wants to be here or like act. Maybe she does it for something, even to that extent. And the dude is like fat, piggy looking with a mask because he's ashamed. He doesn't want to show his face, you know. And yeah, it felt like almost like an abuse. And but I still.
Well, how fucking fast? Wait, how much time has passed? 20 minutes. How fucking fast did we jump from like street fights, zombies, dogs, hardcore porn? Like hardcore porn.
I think that's what we do.
20 minutes for us to just get there.
That's what we do.
But yeah, when you get like into, I honestly want to move away from hardcore porn. But one thing that like you know that you're watching like really hardcore porn when there's like before
on
interview
on a different website.
when there's like a before fucking interview and after interview to like basically show that the girl is fine.
Oh,
there's like interviews
I've seen show
before
like that.
and afterwards.
And they even filmed that like almost like her agreement to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen shit like that.
Yeah, like that's when you know like you're like watching some fucked up shit. But yeah, I think last night I had, at least it felt like, the longest dream I ever had.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I honestly, I don't remember it well, but what I remember is that I was with my mom, and then I think I went to my grandma's house, and my grandmother was explaining that my mother is not my real biological mother, and that, that my real mother is in UK. And I was like, I think I already like got tickets. I was in the car. I was like getting ready. Like I wanted to find my real mom. And I think I went to like the airport, and I think I wanted to fly there, but I think on the ride there, like I pushed out because like I'm scared of like flying and shit.
Yeah,
and I just said, fuck it, I don't want to fly. And like honestly, it felt so long, but like I can remember it very
vividly,
foggy. Like I don't remember much of it, but it felt like a really long dream. And the other thing is, for the past few nights before going to sleep, I'm reading a book. You know, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, and like there was something that I was an assassin. Like I think I'm reading some shit, and then it translated into my dreams. Yeah. Because like I was searching for my biological mother, but at the same time I wasn't an assassin. like there was like some weird shit at the same time.
Maybe you wanted to fucking assassinate your real mother in order to like psychologically get rid of this scenario, because it would like conflict with your, almost you could say, worldview. Well, it's a very extreme thought, but I don't know.
Who knows?
But actually, recently I've been having like not bullshit random ass dreams, like a sort of, like something, I'm thinking how much to go into detail. Well, basically, for example, nah, fuck that example.
For example.
Nah, well, just shortly put, dreams do have, they have their meanings. Because I've had certain scenarios happening recently, like in reality, and maybe I couldn't do something, maybe this, maybe that, and then when I go to sleep, something like directly correlated, is that a word?
I think it is.
Yeah, well,
correlated, something like that.
Yeah, like the dream was directly connected to those happenings of me not being able to express something or something, something mental, and the dream sort of made me like go over it, and I went over it successfully. And I think I heard that some scientists say that one reason of dreaming is to sort of go over like your emotions of something in you,
Yeah.
Go over your fears, or like, I don't know, it could be trauma even, or something light even as well, so, or for example when somebody close to you dies, you're gonna have dreams of them, at least to some extent, you know. And I think you in the dream world, I think psychologically and subconsciously you like heal yourself in a way. I think they have dreams could have potential of. Well, I've heard scientists. I don't know the name. I'm not sure where the fuck I've heard it from, but I've heard.
Yeah, I've read it on the internet. You can trust the internet. But yeah, I don't like. Now when you say it, honestly, I'm thinking like I didn't think I ever dreamed of a dead person, like at all. Like that would have passed away.
Mm.
Like close or like seen on TV or the internet, like.
Well, I'm not sure if I've dreamed of a dead person, but for example, I've had like 3 or 4 just fucking dreams of anger, of disgust. Remember when I've talked about that stepfather thingy going on in my family? So after it all ended, from time to time I kept having a dream of him like coming back to the place, and I would just feel anger, like just fucking disgust, you know?
Yeah.
But later on throughout going through life, basically, I kept having the dreams, and slowly but surely, you know, the anger sort of faded away, up to a point of where I've dreamt of him, and I didn't feel any like. Maybe a little bit of, you know, disliking, but it wasn't as extreme, and I think the dream sort of helped me with that shit, like dealing with emotional shit. I think it does help.
Actually, to be honest, when you mentioned it, I had dreams too about my father coming back. Because like I haven't seen my father in like 5-ish years maybe. Yeah, and I had dreams like about him coming back, and I remember like I don't remember a lot, but I remember that my mom would like let him in basically, like take him back, and I would be like absolutely like pissed about that.
Yeah, dude, similar shit, exact same shit.
Yeah.
I would dream of that stepfather, and what made me even more angry is that like that my mother sort of accepts him back, almost like he did nothing wrong, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like it almost like a nightmare, you could say this. It was almost like a nightmare. But
I remember that thing that like I forgot it like a long time ago, and for some reason I remember it, but I remember like at that time I haven't seen my father for like 2 years maybe, and I remember it was summer, and I was going I think to Beach U to go for a swim, and like well, for you it doesn't mean anything, but basically the bridge that's like not too far away, like I was walking through there.
Oh.
Like basically the overpass that the cars go. I was there, and I remember like my father was like, you know, driving, and he works like in he basically drives not a truck, he like a big car basically, and I remember
like a van or something
larger.
Oh.
And he like stopped and said like jump in, like let's talk, and like I said like I have nothing to talk with you about, and I just kept walking, and I remember my father even without giving a fuck turned around, and he like I was walking, and now he was driving against traffic.
Yeah?
Really slowly, but driving against traffic.
Holy shit.
And I remember like we're talking, I'm walking, he is driving, and we're like chatting a tiny bit, and he's like directly just driving against traffic, and like cars just going around.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just remember that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I remember he just drove off, and I probably haven't seen him since.
What do you think? Will there be a time of you chatting with him?
Who knows? We'll see. I don't know why. I have a feeling that he's not gonna live for long.
Because of habits and shit?
Yeah, because of like, you know, like drinking and shit. Like I've heard that he's not, you know, not letting alcohol for like a week.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
like he goes on a binge.
Dude,
at least that's what I've heard. So
it's crazy to me because quite recently I'm drank, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't vomit. It wasn't that extreme that you know that I vomited or became really sick. But even still, the next day, you know, you just feel down. You don't want to do shit. You know, yeah, you're not moving as much. It has an effect. Just one night of drinking. And now I imagine myself going the second day again once more and more and more. Like, what the fuck? Like, I could not do that shit probably.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, I can really, like, alcohol it fucks with people.
Yeah, I remember it was like quite not a very long time ago. I'm gonna say like, okay, maybe 4 years ago. We were out camping, and I don't know if you were there. Maybe I was just with my class, but I remember like there was like two guys who were talking about like drinking, and basically for them it was like manly as fuck, like binging a week. Like going on a 1 week's like drinking binge, like for them it was like I'm a fucking man, like I'm the dude.
Yeah.
Like you know, it's like I don't know, like fucking building a house or some shit. Like for them it was like a manliness thing. Like that's not really an achievement.
Yeah.
Drinking for a week, that's not an achievement at all.
Well, you could say it could be an achievement because
it's I imagine it's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult, but it's a shitty achievement. It's definitely. Well,
yeah, it's like
what a shitty worldview.
Yeah, you know? It's like holding the world's record for like most like kills. Like I mean like what is the whole like serial killer like murders. It's like it's a record, but not the one that your parents are gonna be proud of.
Yeah.
Like you know, like I imagine like, so what's Billy doing? Well, Billy's in prison. He killed 37 people all around Europe, and yeah, he has the world record for most serial kills. But well, it's a record, but he's gonna probably spend majority of his time in a cell.
Yeah.
Or on a electric chair, like shit like that. Like yeah, that's not an achievement.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Was I like that? Was I sort of like?
Yeah, but I imagine they changed. Of course they did.
Yeah.
It was like 4 years ago, so we were like, what, 16 around?
Yeah.
So like 16, 17, so I imagine that those guys are cool right now. Like got their shit together. Not got their shit, like they always like had their shit together.
You know, you grow up, you know? You grow up. Well, some people do it slower than others, but you change and yeah. Sometimes
we did that thing at the same time, like both at the exact same moment.
Yeah, we're in sync.
Yeah,
you know when people run together or walk,
and go foot for foot.
Yeah, like they sync themselves up. So
yeah, we're doing that right now. But yeah, Roy Jones versus Mike.
I did not see the fight.
I did not see it either, but what do you think? Like, was it a smart decision for them to like fight in that age?
I'd say, well, they're fine, I think.
Yeah.
I'd say it was sort of, I think it gave them a lot of happiness, I think, you know?
I imagine so.
You know, you're
getting back in shape.
Yeah.
Standing in the ring again.
Yeah. Reconnecting to your roots, you could say, you know, because
Yeah, because both of them did it for like a very long time.
Yeah, so it definitely. I'd say it's good. I've seen people who are not satisfied in a way.
Well, the rules were interesting. Like it was an exhibition fight, so there was like no what are they called? Not referees, judges. There was no judges. There was like knockouts were not allowed.
Yeah,
there was like what 8 or 9 2-minute rounds. I don't remember how many rounds there were. I think maybe 9 2-minute rounds. And yeah, like I thought that they're gonna fight on the headgear, but they weren't. But yeah, like there was a.
Is it true? I've heard that the first one to bleed loses or something, or like if somebody started bleeding, they stop the fight.
I have no idea, but that might be possible because like they basically looked at the fight more as hard sparring than a fight.
Yeah. Like well, they're old, you know.
Yeah.
Better not acquire any traumas, any traumas, you know. So I know. Anyhow, even if the fight was even you know more shittier, it's still interesting to watch probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, shit, you know, people grow up.
Yeah, people people are bored, people grow up, people get old, people die. That's the majority of the population's life.
You know, sometimes I would feel like like I see clearly, you know, but
Yeah.
but actually this day mainly I figured out that I might be what's the word, repressing or suppressing? I don't know which one, but I'll say suppressing, like just disbelief in myself for one. Yeah, just not, yeah, just suppressing, not being confident in myself enough in a way. Not like throughout, like with, not like with everything. Like I'm confident for sure, but with certain aspects of life, for example, like family and finances, you know. I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but yeah, and you know, I would live sort of like in a, like I would know that shit somewhere deep down, and
Yeah.
it like I would have thoughts of it, like from time to time, but just what's the word, paviršutiniškas, just very on the surface kind of.
Yeah.
I was having thoughts about it and sort of like mini realizations, but they were on mostly, you know, on the surface.
Mm.
And
I'm getting a call. Never mind. It's gonna go away.
and you know, yeah, and more and more I'm beginning to understand that yeah, that I've chose to live in a dream world instead of like actually thinking about those problems properly or like truthfully, you know.
You're taking the same the shit the same way I do. Just if there's a problem, fucking ignore it, push it down.
Yeah.
Like just you know, like throw it in the can, close it, leave it somewhere else.
And the problem is that you don't even sort of like choose to do so. It just, for me, at least for me, it happened like that. So it's tricky because I didn't even know I'm like that. Maybe I've had tiny crumbles of, you know, something deeper down there that's not right. I've had crumbles of it, but for example, I've had this phenomenon going on with me. I've called it the wall. So basically, you know, I've started, you know, going my, you know, following my path, streaming, YouTube, working out, just, you know, positive shit, positive things. And I would just hit the wall where for somewhat reason it would feel like I'm lazy to do those things. But and I you know, I was thinking, is it just laziness or is there something neurotic about that? Because I wasn't just like completely lazy, like not wanting to do anything. Like I would choose to do specific things and avoid following my path, you know, for somewhat reason. And I didn't know why that was. Mostly I thought that I was just fucking lazy, but I don't think that anymore. I think it had more to do with uncovering suppressed shit, and that suppressed shit was, you know, this belief in myself and my path. And if my path fails, I'm sort of fucked, you know. So you know, you definitely understand.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, so it's scary, you know. It's scary to confront shit like that, and I could not get over that wall. And I think for the first time now I know what to do. I just gotta be truthful with myself at all times. And not just when I'm alone at home thinking and contemplating about things, but also when I'm talking with others, because there were moments of like, for example, you know, just I'm talking with oh my god, English language, talking with someone, and you know, they would ask about, you know, are you working or this or that, or you know, or something family related, and I would, I would sort of.
I've been between jabs.
I would sort of like, I wouldn't lie, not to that extent now, quite that shit, I wouldn't lie, but I would very subtly sort of navigate myself out of that topic and, talk about other shit. And it's
look, a butterfly.
Yeah, and it's not good because once you do it for a very long time, it can manifest even in like panic attacks and shit. I think that's what I might be experiencing. From time to now I'm fine because I'm definitely more stable. But 6 months ago, around, there was a period of my life where I just have had. Dude, I even thought there's something wrong with my health, but more and more I'm starting to realize that it was more so mental. And
mental issues can cause physical issues.
Yeah, definitely. I think, maybe it was connected,
Yeah, especially
it wasn't just mental, it wasn't just imaginary for sure. Because I've experienced the feeling of like almost about to pass out and you feel like you're gonna die, shit like that, and afterwards you recover, but then the fear stays and you're panicky. You cannot stay in one place. So there was a really shitty period of my life, but it passed. I went over it and I'm better for sure. All that jazz. But from time to time, still some shit like that reoccurs to me. Like for example, last night. Before we're going to sleep, my head, it wasn't like it was hurting, but it was sort of heavy. So that's one string in my brain. Then I went to sleep, and I'm not sure, maybe the day was like that. I'm not sure, maybe something happened during the day, but I felt sort of like, sometimes I'm not scared, like, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I'm sort of like scared to go to sleep in a way. Like I need to like put something on like a podcast in order to like fall asleep easier. Because just the darkness and silence, it would trigger like fear in me sometimes. And the silence is not even like silent. It like you you hear it almost like a sound, Yeah. And it becomes louder and louder and it would fuck with me. And so basically what I'm trying to say is that sometimes I'm not like that. Sometimes I can just completely just lay on my back in silence, nothing's going on, and I feel good and I go to sleep. But last night it was not one of those nights. And I do this technique where I sleep on my side if I'm having those fear issues, because I feel more secure or something. I'm not sure what that is, but it's something. And but somehow I did manage to go to sleep, but I've had sort of like a nightmare. It wasn't necessarily like I didn't dream of like monsters or fucking zombies or shit like that. I've dreamt of a specific person and like what I'm going through with the person. And I think, it triggered something in me because I woke up. And when I woke up, you know, when you sleep, your body sort of like relaxes and you're not breathing as hard. Your heart rate, just basically the whole intensity of body work reduces. That's how you heal and rest, and that's completely normal. But I woke up and I was just enough mentally not in the right place that that sort of like shallow hard work scared me, and boom, like enough strings pulled in my brain, and boom, I'm in a mode where I'm completely aware that I'm scared and I cannot sort of like just let go, So I even woke up, not woke up, but got out of bed, ate a little bit, fried a couple eggs, checked my pulse, just in case, And I relaxed and my pulse was fine, all that jazz. But yeah, And you know, I'm beginning to realize the more I accept that, the more that I accept that I have problems and that I'm not confident in certain areas of my life, the more clear I see what could be going on in me, you know. And I think, yeah, it very well could be because of suppressed shit. Like I cannot pinpoint each and one of shit that I suppress, but you know, because this is literally the first day that I'm being this honest about myself, you know. So it's gonna take more time before I can constructively pinpoint everything and, you know, put it all together and have like a proper picture of everything. But actually walking here towards your house, I've had an idea of like, I thought about like, dude, what the fuck, humans are so complicated. Sometimes it sucks because you need to like fucking unravel your problems in order to like change some. But yeah, well, but actually it's really good. It's really good, this whole phenomenon going on right now, because I see that it's like a ticket. I gotta follow this honesty, and I think it will get me out of my neurotic walls that stop me from pursuing myself, you know. So yeah, if anyone's listening to my story, just try to be honest, because if you're not, shit can stack up and you can have psychological problems. I would call this thing, this kind of neurotic thing in me, kind of a psychological problem, you know. But it I think it wasn't necessarily just because of the suppressing part. It could have been because of my legal problems, you know, and a lot of like stress. So I think, yeah, there's a lot to, that's why I've told you that I feel like Indiana fucking Jones right now, because it feels like I'm going into a cave and there's like a shit ton of like stuff to think about. Well, that's pretty much it. But yeah, even here when I talk myself out, like, you know, right now it helps. It feels like I'm clearing like I'm cleaning myself.
Yeah. And
you know, some people have it really bad because they don't have anyone to speak with, you know? And I have you, Biggie. No homo. But I have you, Biggie. We can talk on the podcast. Also, I'm actually really lucky because I have quite a bit of people who I can talk with. So I'm like, some people don't have that shit. And it gets even more extreme, I suppose.
I was going to ask, like, could it be fun to be homeless? Like before you started, you said something along those lines, like if my path doesn't succeed, I'm fucked. Yeah. And I started thinking about the homelessness, and you know, like, homeless people are usually, you know, like drug addicts or like you know, people just released out of prison for like, you know, like 15 years and like, you know, like, their family don't want to take him back or give him support, like. But if you like choose to be like basically like just like almost like a free thinker, not like you choose not to be like almost like a part of society.
Yeah.
Not paying taxes or anything, just like putting down a tent and just living. And like, could you make that fun? Because I imagine so.
Yeah, I think you could because
just going from spot to spot.
Yeah, it's immediately different because some people end up in that situation involuntarily.
Yeah.
But if you choose to explore that, immediately it's different, you know?
How hard do you think it would be to like buy like a van that we could like throw in like maybe like a large mattress in, so we could like two of us could sleep and maybe like travel there. Like, do you think that would be expensive?
Dude, at one point I was so into van life videos because there's a lot of like YouTube channels. Even there's like couples that have like a van, but not just a van and a mattress.
Yeah.
Not our way. like properly set up van. There's like you can cook food there.
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
toilet, you know, shit like that. So, and dude, I think valid cost for sure. Well, first off, you know, the gas for the van.
Yeah.
Then food.
Yeah, ramen noodles. There's that.
Well, there's
Like
that.
I've ate that for a long time, and I could still eat it for a long time up, you know, in the future. Like I don't think I would like give a fuck.
But honestly, I'd be down to fight. Like I'd be down to explore a little bit.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
Yeah. Not necessarily for like a very long ass time, but like
No,
like 2
think-
to 3 days.
Yeah.
Still, it's fucking.
Yeah, like imagine like, you know, like what we live in Lithuania. Let's say, let's say we go to Russia.
Mm.
So like let's say it takes like just out of my mouth. Let's say we drive for a day. Then we like could spend like a day or two there, and then a day back. So that's what, 4 days. So that's like a 4-day trip to Russia.
We could probably even bring the food with us.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know, we could have we could make like a refrigerator, but not like a legit refrigerator.
Yeah,
but
like the mini one.
Yeah, like something that doesn't necessarily have to run on electricity or energy. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it needs energy.
Yeah, but maybe there's like containers to buy which like hold cold temperature extremely well. Like
Well,
extremely,
I
extremely
imagine
well.
they would be extremely expensive.
Yeah, but
I wonder how hard is it to get like MREs, like you know,
MREs?
like like military, you know those like.
oh, rations.
Yeah,
Like,
military
food.
rations. Where like I think you don't even like need like.
You can buy on
I
eBay
think-
for sure.
Yeah, but I think you need to like press something. I think there's like a chain reaction or some shit, and then it heats it up.
Oh, yeah, could be.
It might be that. So imagine like just buy a fuck ton of those.
Yeah, and well, we could buy that a couple of those tiny metal gas containers.
Yeah.
On which you can cook.
Yeah, just a small stove.
Yeah. A stove basically, and yeah, we could cook food for sure.
On the other hand, now I'm starting to think.
Not cooking food, but like even heating up those
Yeah.
MRIs. You know.
Yeah, and just like maybe a cup of tea or a coffee. But yeah, now I'm starting to think, like we should, when I'm gonna have some time, I think I should like just try to check in, like let's say buying a van, and all of like the stove and shit, and then try to compare to like train and a shitty hotel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like it would be interesting to compare and see which ones.
Yeah, but immediately I can pinpoint something. Well, basically, if you're traveling with a van, you have the freedom to explore more for
Yeah.
sure. And if there's like a problem or something, you have this ability to drive around.
Yeah.
You know, so it's immediately different.
I just pinpointed another problem.
Yeah.
Corona.
Oh yeah.
I completely forgot
I
about
forgot
that.
about that shit as
Dude,
well.
I started talking about traveling and shit, and I just like remember that there is like a global pandemic going on right now.
But
It completely fell out of my mind.
But I don't imagine we would travel soon. You know?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I didn't, you know, Corona didn't pop up into my mind because it's definitely not gonna happen soon.
Yeah, but like, okay, actually I want to stay on traveling a tiny bit more, but how long do you think the pandemic is going to last? Like, do you think that there's like an actual like working vaccine existing?
I've seen something on Facebook. I've seen
Trusted sources.
I've seen like there's multiple vaccines that are supposedly working like to I don't know, maybe even like to a 90% effectiveness or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
By the way, okay, let's get back to traveling. What country would you like to like travel to? Like that's like maybe near around Lithuania that like it would be possible to drive to.
Shit, I'm trying to remember the name of that country. Hold on.
Switzerland? Hungary?
Yeah, Switzerland. I think it could have been.
Oh, fair shot.
It could have been Switzerland, but I'm not completely sure. But I've seen a video of this Lithuanian YouTuber, basically she, you
Yeah.
know?
She
Well, that's his
Nope,
name.
I don't know.
He's actually really big for Lithuanian. He's not even doing videos in Lithuanian, but he goes to Chernobyl and shit. Well, he earned it.
Yeah.
And he went to Switzerland, I think. Possibly. And dude, it's so fucking beautiful. Like,
yeah, there's like mountains and shit.
I'll send you that video of him, but it's so fucking beautiful, and I just absolutely, I love his videos because when he travels, he doesn't go to hotels, you know, he doesn't, well, he uses cars and shit, but, not even, not all the time cars. Sometimes he would just, what's the word, train surf.
Oh.
Like he would hide under, like, in a train and just go even between borders and shit, so just the freeness of his videos, it's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that country is, it will be really fun because it's, I think it's warms, I don't know how to fucking express it, but there's just fucking mountains, a lot of like green, not just green, not like, you know, just like a very sort of like vibrant green, you know, it's just so alive, it feels so alive, dude. I don't know. Where would you want to travel?
Fuck. I'm thinking about Russia. But Russia is not in the European Union, like they have a different currency and I don't know Russian at all, like all I know Russian is basically like Здравствуйте and that's it, and like иди нахуй and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was about to like start like screaming out Russian curse words. One of them is like starts with P, ends with as, and I think I should avoid that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think traveling to Russia would like be a tiny bit like difficult kind of, but I think it would be fun. Like I imagine like there would be shit to film.
Yeah, but we would. I would, if I were to go to Russia, I'd need to like research properly.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Where to go? Like what?
Yeah, because like just go over the border and see like,
because
what's up.
Like, does Russia have like really beautiful landscapes everywhere? I don't think so.
Depending where you go, if you go to like Siberia and shit, like you know, like Russia's fucking massive. Like it goes over 2 continents, so like,
Yeah.
so you know, like if you like, I don't know, there's like shit to see in Moscow, I imagine.
Yeah.
Like you know I don't know if they call it church or whatever the fuck you know the thing.
Oh yeah.
But I like to see nature more than cities.
I would like to, honestly, when you travel, dude, one key component of traveling is communicating with different people. I think that's a very rich experience because people are different.
Oh yeah.
People are different. And actually, Levitskas, he said a really interesting, well, he had an interesting thought. Basically, he said that Russians are a different kind of white. They're not white, they're not European white, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about like sports and shit, and I remember the like Russian, like scary Russians in wrestling and in competitions, you know? And they're different, dude, like people fear them. They're different. And when he was in Thailand, there were Russians, and he said that in order to like establish a proper connection with them, you need to prove yourself. Like in training.
Yeah.
They're a different breed, man. They're not just gonna accept you.
Yeah, Russians are different kind of white.
Yeah, and like you know, like some people say that black people are physically capable.
Yeah.
So Russians are something like that, but yeah, just like a different flavor.
Yeah, for some reason, like messing with like Russian, not only Russians, basically everything that's like east of Lithuania, like you know, like Russia, Chechnya, like like shit like that, like all of those countries, like it seems like even like people like maybe not that much in Ukraine, but still fucking with Ukrainians seems a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly the point I was trying to make. They're different, dude.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to just like to have conversations, you know, and just yeah. I think I'm not sure. Maybe you wouldn't like. Actually, maybe if you would go to like another country, maybe you would just like completely come out of your shell, you know.
Who knows?
Because well, I think Yeah, that's like for me personally, I see experiencing like different people, I see it as a very extremely rich experience, you know? And, well, obviously you can travel and not communicate with anyone, and that's fine if you want to do that, but, shit, at least you want to try if you're gonna travel, you know? Like one day, I'm not gonna do this shit for a long time, but one day I'll try to communicate with fucking people.
Yeah, and then I do my best to communicate with people and they don't speak English.
Well, yeah, could happen.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't fucking know. Honestly, I never even thought about traveling, but now I'm starting to like even think about it like more and more.
Dude, I don't know, it's just, it almost feels like it can heal even. Like, you know, when you're so used to the same place, same shit, same problems if you have any, and all of a sudden you go somewhere different, and then, it's a very soulful experience. Actually, I might go to Tenerife after the New Year's. I'm not sure exactly, but I can see it happening. So, for like a month. So, yeah, that would be really interesting.
I'm not. Yeah, again, I'm trying to. I'm just figure out where it's at, and I'm not sure. Like I'm like right now, like I see globe in my mind when I close my eyes. I'm not sure where it's at. It's like I imagine it's like somewhere to the west of Italy, or like maybe just a tiny bit south. No, wait, you can't go south from Spain. That's Africa.
It's near Africa, I think.
So wait, so it's basically between Africa and Europe, I imagine?
Could be, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, I've heard that it's near Africa. Not necessarily very near, but...
Yeah.
But, yeah,
so basically,
it's an island. There's like, that whole... not only Tenerife, there's like a bunch of other similar sized islands.
Yeah.
And like, I think even Ibiza, or what's the other one famous...
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of.
If I can.
Yeah, I know exactly, but I just like.
With the K. Do you know?
Ku Klux Klan? No, not this one. That starts with a K.
Nah.
I know like, a lot of like YouTubers and shit go there like all the time, like to film stuff.
Yeah, so it's something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You need to start vlogging too.
Yeah, so I'm actually editing a video of. It was sort of like a vlog, but also I had like some shit to talk about. That's the video I was talking about, like, you know, the Taj Sultan one.
Oh yeah.
So if I might get myself into shit like that. And especially, I need to use that opportunity to film there, you know?
Yeah, like that's an awesome fucking opportunity.
Yeah, that's an awesome opportunity. But I immediately can sense what could stop me from doing that shit. So basically, being not confident in what I'm trying to achieve. Well, I'm not saying I'm not confident enough, but there's certain people that are gonna probably be there. You know?
Oh yeah. I get what you're saying.
Like the whole family. I'm not even talking about like my dad.
Yeah.
Like that would be fine, but his wife's fucking whole family, and you know, if you're gonna travel together, it's gonna.
Dude, like, I am so used to, like, being alone and doing everything alone that I completely, like, forgot about that there's gonna be other people. Like, when I imagine, like, you filming, I just imagine, like, you wandering off completely alone.
But I will probably do that shit. I will probably just, I'm gonna be there for a month, so there's gonna be enough time to go with them and then sort of, like, go alone somewhere, you know, just do my shit, so I suppose.
Yeah, I just do that, like, I'm, seriously, like, I'm spending so much time alone that I'm, like, not even thinking about other people.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not even gonna go there. We'll see. But
yeah. Dude, like, still in my mind, Australia is number one.
Oh, the number one place you want to visit?
To travel, to visit.
Yeah, but actually, if I would go to Australia, I would want to go for like maybe a month or two.
Oh yeah, when you're like going to a continent that's so far away, like a 3-day trip is ain't shit.
Yeah, and Australia is big, and there's a lot of like shit you can explore. You know.
Kind of like there's so much of Australia that's just land.
Mm.
And you don't want to really like wander off into like the bush.
Yeah, especially
because who knows what can happen there.
Yeah.
Especially with like all the fucking bitey thingies. bitey poisonous thingies.
Yeah, and I've seen a horror movie about actually it's based on a true story. And it was in Australia, I think. So like I don't know, like 3 or 4 young people went to like far off somewhere, and well, basically they ran into a serial killer, and he killed everyone at the end.
That's a very simple way to put it.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I wouldn't even want to like travel to Australia. Even like here in Lithuania, I would love to meet Australian people. Like even like as we were like talking, Russians are different kind of white. I think
Australians have their own.
Australians are kind of a different type of white too. Like they're like just like it seems like a happy country almost.
But
like even the drunk people there seem like funny. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but they can get pretty extreme as well. Like,
oh yeah.
I've been watching this YouTuber. His name is his channel's name is Your Mate Tom. And my mate Tom, well, he talked about how, like, basically the drinking culture of Australia.
Yeah.
And it's just so natural to start drinking there very early. And if you're like somebody, like somebody would offer you a beer, and if you would refuse, and I would absolutely butcher the Australian accent, but he basically reenacted how you would get this basically in a funny way, kind of, but sort of, but also a pretty extreme way. Like, yeah, well, basically what I got from that video is that it's pretty heavily, well, it's not as accepted to not drink even. Like maybe in certain places, I'm not sure, but if you would not drink, you would be like an alien. You know.
What the fuck you gonna do about that? What you gonna do to me?
Yeah. I'm just.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like imagining that situation. Like, well, do something. Like.
Yeah, I'm just sharing my perspective, not my perspective, but a perspective that I've heard.
Yeah. Well, the other thing about Australia is that like they were basically like Australia was basically from. Look, I'm not very good at history, but from what I collected about like hearing about Australia is basically Australia is almost like I cannot call it a prison island, but they were basically dropping off like fucking Kwans basically. What are they called? Fucking convicted people like.
Yeah.
Or like maybe that got out of prison. I don't know, but it's basically like almost like a prison colony or some shit. Like Australia became of that. So like.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting to see that Australia seems such a fun country that started like basically that's what started by prisoners or ex-prisoners or something like that.
Yeah, Australians are fucking awesome for sure.
Yeah.
But man, actually, sometimes what you see on the internet, it can be sort of like misleading in a way,
Yeah. Well, you can make anything look nice, you can make anything look like shit, and you need to see it for yourself to understand how it actually is.
But imagine if we truly make it and make it on like our path, and we start making enough money to like be able to travel. Dude, it would be so like imagine being there in Australia and thinking, dude, we risked so much by going this path, but look where the fuck we are. Dude. Like I would try to cry because it would be that valuable for me,
Dude, I'm about to piss my pants.
Yeah, I kind of want to piss as well.
Okay, let's do a switcheroo. I go, then you go, and back to action.
Alright.
I hold the action.
Shit, I've got...
just bumble about Australia.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You're fine. he's fine. Australia. What the fuck do I say about Australia? There's a really funny dude. Shit, sucks that we can't. Sucks that we don't have like a Jamie who can pull up videos and put it on stream. But there's an Australian dude. He's funny. He's funny looking, but immediately you sense a wholeheartedness in him, and somehow he was able. He stopped a robbery or some shit, and he was on a like news translation. Have you seen a dude? Have you seen an Australian who stopped a robbery and he was on news?
The car hijacking?
Yeah, something I think.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that one where like somebody was like fucking with somebody's car and they like there was two mates who like got duped away.
Yeah, and I think he was in his trousers, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, and dude, I wish I could do an Australian accent because it's so funny how they talk sometimes.
Yeah, dude, Australians are like for me extremely funny, like the accent.
Yeah. I like it for sure.
Yeah. But dude, like while I was peeing, like I was thinking like shit, like it would be such a perfect time to do like an ad read. Like take a piss and just do an ad read, like it would be perfect, but yeah, we're far away from that, I guess. And the other thing that I remembered in the beginning, but I didn't want to interrupt you, is that we were talking about like promoting Blue Chew and shit, like being sponsored.
Oh yeah.
But a dude got a strike on YouTube because like basically he was like putting links in description to like pharmaceuticals. I'm pretty sure that's like against. Fucking hell, I'm getting another call. Should I take it?
Okay. Fuck it, go take it.
Alright. Be right back. Keep talking.
About what?
I don't know, Australia.
Australia, dude. Fucking hell, man. I don't know. Oh, there's actually how the doggy gets scared when Biggie leaves and makes noise over there. Don't be scared. You're a free dog now. Leave me alone. Oh, so there's Biggie likes Australia, as you guys can see, but there's almost like a phenomenon or like a culture of, like an anime watching culture, and it's a pretty huge one. Even I watch anime.
Fucking hell. There should be no more calls, no more bullshit. We just.
Yeah, shit, I've realized about a pretty interesting culture.
Yep.
Anime watching culture.
Anime watching?
Yeah, I could almost describe it as a phenomenon because...
Or maybe as dweebs?
Yes, well, depending what kind of anime you're watching, because there's definitely like extremely weeb anime going on.
I don't even know what dweeb means, and I don't... What kinds of anime are there?
There's a lot. There's like serious animes, like psychological animes, animes about like life situations and shit. There's a lot of shit basically.
Yeah.
Like a very like everything. Probably.
Dude, the other thing I was thinking about, like I'm going back to Australia now, but like are there like Australian mob or gangs or like some shit like that?
Like huge ones?
Yeah, like like there are like Crips and Bloods in America. There's like like Russian mob and Bulgarian mob and shit like that in Europe. Like
I don't know.
Is there anything like that? Like
I really do not know, but I do believe that there's probably people there that you do not wanna fuck with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even here in Lithuania, it's pretty small. It's a pretty small country, but
seconded by murders in Europe.
There's shitty shits going on, so.
Yeah, I say that like an achievement. Like we were talking about like serial killers and murders, like that's an achievement.
Yeah.
And yeah. Because I think like Lithuania is like basically like definitely in the top 3 by murders, definitely in the top 3 by suicides.
Suicide, yeah.
Fucking alcohol consumption probably top 5, somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're like,
Probably related to suicide as well.
yeah, I think the only good thing, well, not the only, but the only one that comes to mind right now that's good about Lithuania is probably like basketball.
Oh yeah.
Like, other than that, like, Lithuania is known as basketball country, but what else is Lithuania known for? Like, basically, like, murders and suicides.
Actually, there's a very. It was sort of even funny. I was watching a video on YouTube, like top 10 scariest places on Earth,
Yeah.
and I think maybe even top 1 was Lithuania's Krasus mountain. Kryžių kalnas.
Oh, why was it a top 1?
Because apparently, like, people from abroad found it like extremely creepy to have like a mountain of crosses.
I don't know. I never been there, but for me, it's like
For me, it's
like pieces of wood put like that and like put on a mountain.
Yeah, but well, apparently some people find it.
Wait, are there actually bodies there or not?
I'm not sure. I'm not.
Because
Maybe like very saint ones from like ages ago.
Stop fucking walking. Find a one place, for fuck's sake. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it seems like I imagine like scariest place would be like Chernobyl or some shit where you can like where you can get raped by a bear with 4 dicks. like that might be scary, but like seeing okay, I imagine that if you're just walking and you don't know about it and you see the mountain full of crosses in the evening, yeah, that might look creepy.
Yeah.
But I imagine like there's
And
way scary places.
Actually, it might seem like that for us because we're really used to like even our graveyards are sort of like fancied and there's like crosses everywhere.
Oh yeah.
In other places and other countries there's no shit like that. Like for example, think of America.
Yeah.
There's like a very tiny tombstone and like a tiny spot for one dude and that's it. And here in Lithuania it's completely opposite. Some people have graves, I don't know, like almost like a room. Not necessarily like that big, but yeah, I don't know, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, there's like some expensive.
Or for example, shit, I don't know in English. Saints' Day, basically, you know, where all of the people go to the graveyard and light candles. I think I've sent a photo to a buddy of mine living in UK, and he was like almost like weirded out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like phenomenon here, with which we're familiar with, and to us it seems like completely normal, but maybe it's because we're just used to it.
Probably.
Shit, but yeah, about the anime culture, what I was trying to say is that almost all, maybe not, but a lot of like anime watching people, they always fantasize about going to Japan. Japan. They always fantasize about going to like Japan, like number one.
Yeah.
And even Carlito, I think he wants to really badly to go to Japan.
Fuck, for me Japan is like weird because of like how many people are there.
Oh yeah, there's
like I imagine like there's like I don't want to be in a place where like just shoulder bumping like constantly.
Oh yeah.
Like, and like there's like, you know, like billion cars and a billion people and like
yeah.
Like, I'd rather be like a tiny bit like
somewhere
less fucking stacked.
Yeah. Shit.
But yeah, Japan seems cool.
But there's probably places, maybe I don't know, but I'd say there's probably places like nature, more nature-based places there. Maybe I hope so.
Where's the suicide forest? Is it in Japan or?
Could be.
Or China.
I think it's in Japan, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, we could, go there, throw a couple of jokes, get banned on YouTube.
Dude, I'd visit that forest for sure. And maybe not come back. Who knows? But I would want to like visit that forest because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes if I'm like in a certain place, it's almost like I can feel the vibe of it. Not like in a very magical way, but just like an atmosphere, you know?
Yeah.
So I wonder if the place would just you know, like, just
I just,
have a certain atmosphere. Like maybe it would be even scary, you know. Like,
dude, I
you
just
would start overthinking it that, you know, maybe you're gonna like figure some shit. I mean, not figure some shit, but like decide to do some shit which you shouldn't.
dude, I just realized on what kind of level the fucked up person I am. Where I was like right now, like sitting thinking like, just walking through the forest, looking for people who just killed themselves, and just going through their pockets. Maybe you'll find a phone or a wallet with some money in it. Like I was just like right now thinking about that and how, yeah, I'm a little bit fucked up, I think.
Well, you could find some valuable shit.
Yeah, like there's probably a dude who's wearing a ring, a necklace,
Bracelet.
a bracelet. Yeah, you could probably find some valuable shit.
Or you could find like suicide notes as well. You know?
I can read Japanese.
Yeah, but you could sell it on dark web. Japanese, like a box of Japanese fucking.
The suicide notes.
Like obviously there's not hundreds of you know people that go there. Like, not hundreds of people that you would find dead.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee that you would find a suicide note. So imagine like if you would throughout years you would manage to like collect a pretty big box of like suicide notes. Dude, you could probably sell that shit for a lot.
Yeah, but like if you have a box, people would say, yeah, that's fake. Like, yeah, I have a box of them. How do you have it? I was collecting them in that force, like.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, it could. People could probably would think that it's fake, but you would need to explore dark web probably. You would need to find a specific person because who the fuck wants to buy those?
I don't fucking know. But I'm pretty sure that if you like have like some like a weapon from the like Middle Ages.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, if like somebody was killed with that weapon, I think like the price like skyrockets.
Oh yeah. But could it be like anyone random, or does it have to be like Napoleon was sliced with this sword, like.
Well, if like a fucking king was slayed with that, like yeah, for sure, it's more. But I think if you even if you kill a peasant, I think like yeah, it's like yeah, I think it like
it's still
because I think like you think about it, you know, if there's like a katana just on your wall and you like think about like somebody was killed with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like a.
Yeah, it's actually really fucking interesting when you think about it. Not the fact that it doesn't even necessarily have to have a kill on it, but just the fact that, you know, somebody ages ago.
You're looking at the wall if there's actually would be one.
Dude,
like there's an empty wall.
I have a pretty good imagination sometimes. But talk about some shit because I'm going to take a piss.
Alright, now again,
this would be the first time.
This would be a perfect fucking time to do an ad read. But unfortunately, like, maybe we should, like, make some shit up. Or maybe we should start getting actual, like, more views and then getting actual sponsors, but who knows. Like, we need to, like, go up. Oh, shit. We need to go up a lot of levels to get sponsored, I think. Like, you know, like, talking about, like, the video and the audio quality. I think video is decent. But I think we have, like, a lot of work to like, we have a lot of space to work on with audio. I think that, like, honestly I have like a fuck ton of ideas planned for this room, so we'll see how this is going to work out. But other than that, yeah, I don't know if we talked about my PC on the podcast, but yeah, I was like, now when I was taking a call, I was talking to my mom because like she was asking like, did the guy put the new parts on my PC, and yeah, basically he put new parts, and I'm actually like finally starting to think that I'm actually gonna do the fucking 24-hour stream that I said that I'm gonna do it like for like the past like I don't know how long. I was like talking about it for a very long time, and I think I'm actually gonna do it sometime soon. Honestly, now when I think about it, when this podcast comes out, I'm actually even have done it already. I'm not exactly sure when it's gonna come out. Stop walking on the ground with your nails, bitch boy. So, Just quickly jump into the frame. But yeah. What else is going on in the world right now?
In the world?
Yeah. Or in your life? My life's fucking boring. My life's a routine. Get up, play video games, play more video games, go to sleep, read a book, maybe go outside for a minute or two.
Well, I've talked about my, the most interesting shit going on for me right now. So, I don't know, man.
What do you think about you remember when we were discussing about going on a trip, basically by the river?
Oh yeah.
Are we still doing that?
We can.
I'm still up for it.
Yeah, we can for sure.
Yeah, but now it's getting cold.
It's getting cold. We're definitely not gonna. We shouldn't cross. Remember you?
Yeah.
Of crossing.
Yeah, but now I'm thinking. Imagine, but we would need to wait another 2 weeks. But then the days would be so short that we would need to start everything early. But imagine just walking on the river.
Oh, when it's frozen.
Yeah,
but
tiny bit risky.
But would it get frozen?
Yeah. Do you remember we were jumping on the ice on that river sometime?
Oh yeah, actually you're right.
Yeah, we were standing on it. I remember at first I think it was sketchy and I didn't really want to go up, but yeah, it freezes.
Dude, it's potentially really dangerous if we go.
What okay.
Remember when we talked about what would happen if somebody would fall in with their clothes?
Yeah.
So imagine being far off down the river and.
Yeah. Okay. I think the first thing would be just have extra pairs of socks in the backpack.
Yeah, you could even have an extra. Yeah, extra clothes even.
Yeah.
You could actually.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see where would we go. Because honestly, I'm not too good with geography. I have no idea. I don't even know which river it is, and I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, actually. Shit. Once. Well, you can go. Fuck. How do I explain this?
Oh, dude, I have so many ideas, but they require money. But they're basically, it would be such a cool thing. They are small, almost not cars. They're basically what are the things that are one-seaters, really small, and you race on a track.
Carts.
Yeah, carts.
Carts. Okay.
Yeah, I don't fucking know if they're actually calling that in English, but they're basically that, but with spikes sticking out of tires, and you can drive on ice on them. Easily. So imagine going with that on a trip on a river.
Oh shit. Yeah, but it would need to be cold enough for.
Yeah, it would need it would need to stay -20 for a few days.
I've heard that there's gonna be about -20.
Yeah, so
during the Christmas.
How cool would that be? Just driving on the river
Very
somewhere.
fucking cool.
Okay,
Very fucking cool. Very fucking.
But yeah,
cool.
dude, I really want to go on that side river journey to see where could we go. We would probably not see much, but it would be just interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
So yeah, I'm definitely up for that.
Because usually you're just used to going to a specific place of the river, you know, and you just see that. But dude, it goes for quite a bit.
Yeah. So
fuck, we never done when it was warm enough. We should have done it.
Yeah.
We should have had we should we shouldn't have went barefooted.
Yeah.
At least slippers or something.
Yeah.
You know, and we could have gone very far.
Yeah.
Through the water.
Yeah. Dude, I really want to do that. That seems cool. But I think we would need to start early in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it gets dark. What? Right now. Right now is what? Right now is 4. It's.
Alert 4?
4:12 right now.
Ooh.
So it's not dark outside, but the sun's going down. It's definitely getting dark right now. So if we go for a few hours and then we need to go back, we would need to meet up at 11 at latest.
Yeah. Well, even today I would have came here earlier, but some shit happened. Didn't sleep well.
Dude, that's fucking dude. I'm up for that. That seems fun. Just going on a hike by the river.
Yeah, I'd be down for sure.
Alright, let's do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, we can do it we can do it tomorrow actually.
I was hoping that you're gonna like not hoping. I was expecting that you're gonna see but yeah.
Well, we could do. Well, I'm thinking. Do you want to go tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Okay,
can.
we need to check out the weather, of course, first and foremost.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm up for that. Oh, by the way, okay, there's a couple of other things that we need to like, not settle out, but like food and
Oh yeah, that as well. That as well.
because I imagine we're gonna get pretty hungry. But yeah, that.
But what kind of a hike are you talking about? Like a very far off one, or like?
I think not. I think it would be more time based. I imagine. Like
Oh, just like a specific time.
yeah, just like find out when the sun's going down, because I imagine like there's like trees by the river and shit. So if it's gonna get darker there even earlier, and I think like going there when it's dark, like we're gonna be like tripping and like shit like that. So I imagine like we need to find the moment where we need to turn back because of the sunlight is limited basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I imagine it's not the length, how the distance, but the time.
Alright, fuck it. Well,
So,
so you're thinking about like meeting up at 11 or some shit like that, or like?
as early as possible, I imagine.
Alright.
And yeah, do you wanna? Okay, I imagine this is not as interesting for the people, but I am excited about that because I've been thinking about it and I really wanted to do. But should we go downstream or upstream?
Fuck, I don't know.
I kind of want to go downstream. Like just follow the stream where it goes.
Fuck, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But you know, the problem could be that one problem that it's not gonna be like a clear path to go.
Oh yeah,
to
we're
follow.
going to need to like go a tiny bit further away from like from place to
Yeah,
place.
I'll probably
But we
put
should not
on
get-
like a jacket that I don't give a fuck about because
Yeah.
there's probably gonna be
Branches and shit.
yeah, and I'm gonna be wearing like
Oh yeah, me
more
too.
proper boots.
Yeah, oh yeah, boots are needed in this,
Yeah.
for this trip.
Well, we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll check the weather and
Yeah.
figure out if we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah. What else?
It feels like we're closing down, you know?
Yeah, it feels dry right now.
Yeah, feels
Dude,
like
the
a-
thing is, like, it seems like you need to be an interesting person to do a podcast, and my life is so routine-ish.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like there's like I don't get out of home often. Like I don't even know like if you need to wear a mask still or not. Like-
Yeah, you're sort of disconnected.
Yeah, I'm like disconnected from like the cities and shit. Like I don't remember the last time I was like at the supermarket or some shit. Like it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like I don't even go there.
It's slightly different for you because you know like you can still go outside here and you know to the fields.
Yeah.
And, but imagine like actually staying in an apartment without leaving for like a couple of weeks. Fuck that shit. It will probably fuck with me mentally.
Yeah.
And your house is like bigger. You can walk. You know.
Yeah. But on the other hand, well, it depends on what kind of person you are. But like for me, I don't really give a fuck about that. But whenever
About
I'm
not
like,
leaving?
no, about like living in a big house.
Oh.
But like sometimes when I'm like laying in the bed, like I hear shit.
Mm.
Like there's like maybe ground creaking, like the fucking floor, or there's like something hits something. There's like noises and shit,
Yeah.
and the dog's barking. But I'm used to dogs barking because there's like people who don't take care of their cats and shit. So there's like cats everywhere. But yeah, my little phone is just like sleeping in my lap.
Yeah, he was so. When I came, he was so excited. Maybe he didn't see anyone. Like, I'm not even talking about like myself, but
He's
maybe.
excited about everyone. Everyone's excited for him. Like he's excited for everyone. My mom comes back from work, he's excited. When I was going to school, when I come back from school, like he's excited. Like
But it's such a welcoming. you
Yeah.
know?
like it sometimes seems that like it's so welcoming and it's nice, but sometimes it feels like whenever you go outside, the dog feels like you're never coming back.
Oh yeah.
It's just like he sees like, oh, you're back, and just like every single time like that.
Yeah, could be actually, could be.
But yeah, he's gonna be like 11 in March.
Big boy.
Big boy, not a big boy, old boy. Basically doesn't have majority of his teeth on the bottom line.
Ah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He can like chew pretty easy. Like he doesn't have the front ones, which are like not really important, I guess. The important are like the side ones, I think.
Yeah, for grinding and chewing the food.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen. I think today I've seen a video of like, the dude basically throws like this size burrito into a dog's mouth, and he swallows it in like less than a second. Like does like a couple chews and it's gone.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? I was like, I'm not even sure. Maybe it could it be that it was like edited or something? I don't know, but like how?
Dude, if you don't feed your dog and it's a big dog, like it can demolish food fast. Like if I give him like sometimes like maybe like ground beef is a tiny bit old or some shit, and I give it to my big dog, like it's like 3 bites and it's gone. Like no matter how much is there, like it's gone immediately.
Yeah, they don't even like chew that much probably. They just fucking...
yeah, just swallowing. Like it always feels like for them like somebody's gonna take it away.
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
like snap, like it's gone.
Yeah, it's very instinctual. I've heard that people are, you know, when a lot of people have trouble with like overeating.
Yeah.
And I've heard basically of why that could be, and the why is that like imagine a human being like ages ago.
Yeah.
He finds like a fruit tree, and the instinct is to eat as much as possible because like monkeys could come here, find this tree and fucking demolish everything. Maybe certain birds fly to the tree and eat the fruits. And I think I'm not sure if it's like legitimately confirmed, but it could be that even to this day we have this gene in us. Sort of like you have food, even if you know that it's like you're full, you should stop, but you still kind of go into it. It could be because of that.
Yeah, well, that's possible. But yeah, that's possible. But I think it's just like people just being pigs, basically.
Maybe.
And just feeling full and just. Like the food's so good right now, it's just like I want more, and it's like, or maybe just sitting on a phone or watching a TV show, not feeling the, what's this called? Not fullness. I can call it fullness. Like basically, just because I think that's an actual thing that you're like if you're watching something like TV or some shit, when you're eating, like you don't really feel the whatever it's called when you're full.
Fullness, the sensation of being full.
Yeah, something like that. Like you don't feel moderation. Something like that. But yeah.
Eat responsibly.
Eat responsibly. Drink responsibly, eat moderately, work out a lot, fuck even more. But yeah, I guess we're like really running dry right now. Should we just like...
Yeah, we probably should just end it.
Yeah.
How much time did we...
98 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like our average, like we go for 90 minutes usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was episode 28 of the Lunchtime Podcast. As usual, all of the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the episode 29.
Peace.
Bye-bye.